once you start, okay, I can add that choice and add that choice in, you'll start to get off track really quickly. But you don't have really much of a choice, okay, then what else is there to do? Act with quality and efficiency and urgency. All right, guys, so we're back. Today we're going to talk about simplicity. All right, we briefly touched on this in yesterday's video about the news, but I want to talk to you guys again about it and make it even more simpler for you, which is ironic, I guess. But a lot of times you might think that, oh, having more choices about something is better. More choices in life, more choices to choose, deep bop, right? Most of the time that's actually not true. Because what ends up happening, this is something I can derive from my military experience and from the special forces experience. And that is that when you have so many choices, it's difficult to pinpoint down and act with quality and efficiency and urgency. Remember, urgency, it creates action and good action. When something that you don't have really much of a choice, okay, then what else is there to do? So if we were to plan a mission and we only had, we could have 5 methods of insertion. Let's say we took the quad bikes and then we walked in for the infiltration, or we dropped out of an airplane, or we dived underwater, or we did whatever, right? With insertion with a boat. If we had all these choices, then the first course of action would be to eliminate some of the choices. It's not to figure out a plan for all, because when we have all these choices, then there's so many details that go into it, and so we can't act with the quality and the urgency for the purpose of the mission. And of course that would depend, I mean, like, if there is a big enough team, then sure, you could delegate and have everything, right? But we are a small team, and you learn to operate in small teams, and so we didn't have that luxury. And you are most likely a small team by yourself in your life. It's only you, and you have to find the best course of action for your daily tasks, for how to keep it simple. This is something that you can look at in business world as well. Giving more choices to the customers is usually not a good idea, because they don't even know how they're going to end up spending their money. This is why some of the luxury brands, they don't have that many variants of stuff. It's only this t-shirt for a gazillion dollars, and that in return increases the price point to an extent. Of course, it's the brand and everything, but like, I did a merch business a little bit of a while ago, and then I have all these colors, all these variants, but if I just cut that down to a few simple models right there, then it would be much cooler. That's just one aspect of it though. And so you can look at your life and you can think, okay, what is the best course of action? How can I simplify everything? I don't need all these choices. I don't need to go out and drink coffee with Sophia at 5 p.m. That's not a choice. Like, if you can eliminate all these things, then you'll be much more efficient, and you'll act with more urgency. So I really, on my list of things, of actions that has to be done, and that will propel me towards success, is that, okay, every day I upload a YouTube video, I upload an Instagram reel, and I do some other work. So these 3 things, right? And I'll specify the last thing, but the IG reel and YouTube, those are non-negotiables, and then I'll specify the last thing based on the day. It changes. And then of course it's the gym. So there's not much to choose from, is there? Really? And you'll find often that when you have more to choose from, once you start, okay, I can add that choice and add that choice in, you'll start to get off track really quickly. I'll make a separate video on this specific point, but it's very common when you start hanging around with girls, maybe you get a girlfriend, because then the choices become limited, because women always want to do this and that and this and that, right? But if you really want to lock in and get the mission done, then aim for simplicity. Aim for less choice. Just cut it down. If you have a big list, cut the list down, and you'll find that urgency and action will find you really quick. All right? So yeah, with that, take care and God bless. Boom.